Begin in child's pose. Option to elevate the palms on the yoga blocks. Rest the forehead. Release the weight of your body into the mat. Expansive breath, deep breath. Exhale and release. Coming up, tabletop. Space the knees, palms under the shoulders. Cow and cat, inhale. Exhale, raise the spine. And continue to flow for several more. Side bend, look back right and left. Let's rise onto the shins, open chest, back bend. Supported back bend, press your hips forward. Inhale, rise up. Bring the arms back out to the side and semicircle the head. Arms circle back to tabletop. Balancing cat, opposite arm and leg, extend and lift. And alternate. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, lower. Once more. Cat's bow, bend the elbows back, close to the side body, and we'll pulse. Once more, maybe coming lower this time, lift the chin. Pressing up, slide the palms forward, open heart. Engage the elbow, hips reach back. Child's pose, arms circle back. Bind the fingers together, raise the arms. Come back to child's pose. Arms circle overhead. Return to table. Downward facing dog. Hips reach back. Left and right knee bends, alternating. Plank pose. A few shoulder isolation movements. You can do this also on the knees. Just drop them down and focus on moving the shoulders. Lower down to the belly. Cobra, lift the chest. Engage your back muscles, long legs on the mat. Inhale. Inhale, exhale, rise. And lower down twice more. Lift and hold. Palms reach out to a locust pose. Raise the legs. Arms circle overhead. Swan, extend the palms forward, straightening the arms, shoulders back and down. Release the elbows to Sphinx. Bending the knees, sway the feet, right then left. Release the feet down, return to locust. Circle, arms back, bend the knees, bow pose. Here unbound, the option to bind one or both legs. face down. Bring the hands down. We'll press to an upward facing dog on the knees or arch of the foot. Return to table. Lift the knees up and hover, pulse. Down dog, and back to the hovering table. Once more. Thread the needle. Replace the knees down. We'll open the right arm up in a windmill. Reach through the arm. Roll the shoulder down, rest the head. Option to extend the leg or bind the arm. Inhale, rise. Open heart, lower the chest. Cat stretch, raise the spine. We'll alternate sides, opening. Exhale, reaching, thread the needle. And finding that variation of choice. Let's rise up. Downward facing dog. Walk the hands back to standing forward fold. Shake the head, turn right then left. Hold the elbows and sway in that fold. Half chair. Sink the hips. Bring the hands up to the quadriceps. Option to reach the arms back. Here we'll balance. Raise your heels. Slowly circle the arms overhead. Rise to extended mountain, half moon bend. Arc to the side. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, rise. And we'll sink back to that half chair. A nice wide chair, feet at the edge of the mat. Again, balancing, raise your heels. And circle the arms back. Forward fold. And step out a little wider. Here you can use the block, or two if you'd like, for windmills. Circle one arm up, nice and smooth, and lower down, alternating sides. And bend both knees, then straighten, lift the toes, and once more, bend the knees both together, then one by one. Forward fold, reach through or around. And here we'll roll up, rounded spine. Sink to a squat, nice and low. Shift left and right. Side bend. Straighten the opposite leg. Then sink, return to squat and center. Side bend, other side. And straighten. And return. Hinge forward. Keeping the spine nice and long. I have a little bend in both knees. Forward fold. Walk to the left leg, then the right. And we'll bring the feet together, step or jump. Coming to a regular chair position, the legs close. Sink the hips back. Chair twist, hands to the heart. Inhale. Exhale, turn. Try to keep the knees equally bent. Inhale, rise. And bring the hands back to the heart. That chair twist to the other side. Return to chair. Option to balance, raise your heels. Rise to mountain and release. Tree pose. Point out the foot, and then we'll bring it up along the leg, inside, knee pointing out, toes down, any height along the leg. You can raise the arms if you like, open or bound. High knee balance. Optional, roll the knee open, half lotus. Inhale, high knee. Exhale, mountain. Let's alternate sides. Bring the opposite foot up along the leg, knee turned out. Raise the arms overhead. High knee. Optional half lotus. Inhale. Exhale, press down to mountain. Yoga squat. Space your heels just about shoulder width apart. If you like, you can come down onto one or two blocks or a bolster. Tall in the torso, shoulders back, centered face. And we'll lean to the side, windmill, opening the hip. Return to center, inhale. Exhale, other side, windmill. Return to center. Rise to mountain. We'll come to our first sun salutation. Start at the top of the mat. Mountain, hands to the heart. Swan dive. Forward fold. Halfway lift and lengthen the spine. We'll step our right foot back, warrior one. Hips are squared in this warrior. You can have the back heel lifted or lowered, angled out. Full circle bow. Hands to the heart. Bend your back knee. Turn to the left. Extend the arms. Release the right palm. You can bring it down to a block if you'd like. Revolve side stretch 1. Close the hand. Step back. Plank pose. Knees down or up. We'll lower and roll through. Holding a child's pose or downward dog. Lengthening. Deepening breath. Then lift your gaze. Step the right foot forward to warrior 1. Rise, inhaling. Full circle. Bow, take your time. Hands to the heart. Bend your back knee and twist to the right. Open heart. Inhale. Exhale, bring the left palm down. Revolved side stretch 1. Close the hand to lunge. Stepping forward. Forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen. Bow once again, and then reverse swan. Rise. Swan dive. Halfway lift. Now step your left foot back first to warrior 2, opening the hip in this lunge. Arms coming shoulder height, centering the torso over the hips. Knee open, toes forward. Back bend. And bow. Now this bow can be higher, hand to the heart, or you can come down lower. You can drop the palm down onto a block. Also, you can bind the leg, come around. Return to warrior 2. Circle down. Step the foot back to plank. And we'll lower and roll through. Knees up or down. Lower the chest. Back bend. And down dog or child's pose. Lift your gaze. Left foot forward. Warrior 2. Back bend. Bow forward. Low or high bow, or hand to the block, or that bound leg variation. Return to warrior 2. Inhale, exhale, circle down to lunge. step forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan. Rise. Now we'll come to a triangle pose from the wide angled position, standing. Step out wide. You can use your block here. We'll turn the right foot out in line, heel to heel. Now we want to maintain an open hip. We can bring the hand to the quadricep, shin, or block. The arm extending up above the shoulder and your gaze forward or up along the arm. You can stay here, or we're going to come to an optional balance called half moon. You'll step the back foot in and walk the block forward. Slowly raise your leg. Lower, bend that standing leg lower. Other hand to the block. Standing needle. Stretch the leg up toward the sky. And lower down. Come back to that wide angle. Sink low and rise. And we'll alternate. Turn the other foot out for triangle pose. Inhale. Exhale, release the hand. Quadricep, shin or block. I'll try to avoid placing the hand on the knee. An option here to stay in triangle or come forward with the hand. Slowly raise the leg. Half moon balance. Standing needle. Bend the knees. Bring the hands down onto the blocks or ground and extend the leg to a stretch. We're going to release that foot down. Forward fold. Now taking both blocks. Just about shoulder width. We're going to bend the knees. Now maybe you can't come all the way down, and that's fine. But if you can, you'll sink right down onto the heels. This is tiptoe balance, the very first variation. And there are many places this pose can go. You can raise one palm, test your balance. Or maybe both. One more breath. And let's come down to seated. Turn to the side. We're going to lower down. Rolling bridge, starting with pelvic rock. Lift your tailbone. Press the spine into the mat. Then we'll articulate one by one through the vertebra, rising and releasing. twice more. On the next one, lift and hold. We'll have a few bridge options. You can raise the heel, step the ball of the foot in, closer, nice and high, elevated bridge. You can circle the arms overhead if you'd like. You can slide the block in, supported bridge, low or higher, right under your sacral spine. And one thing I really enjoy in the supported bridge is a hip flexor stretch. Walk your heels out and release. Then lift your hips. If you have the block, side it out to the side. Ball position, hug the knees in, rock side to side. Open the arms to shoulder height, palm down. Drop the knees left, turn the face to the right. Recline twist. Extend the top leg, optional. One more breath here in the twist. Circle the legs to wide angle, reclined. Bend and straighten the knees. Lift the chest, reach up, and release down. Alternating, recline twist. Knees lowering to the right, and turn your face to the left. Extend the leg out. One more deep breath in the twist. Circle up to wide angle. Then bring the feet together. Supine butterfly. Press the feet together, lift the hips, optional. Slowly release. Reclined forward fold. You can rest your head in the pose. You don't have to lift it up, and you can bend the knees. Reach the hands and feet up and circle, ankle and wrist, reverse direction. Happy baby. Lower your right leg, then bring the left ankle across the knee like a figure four stretch. Reach through, hold the hamstring. Reclined pigeon. Wide angle. Happy baby. And then alternating. Lower the left leg. Half happy baby. We're opening the right hip. And then we cross the ankle to reclined pigeon. Wide angle. Reclined forward fold. Reclined half boat. Extend the legs out, 45 approximately degrees. And we'll swing up to seated. Flower pose. Lift the toes, can be any height, low or high. Wide angle, alternating, or full balance. Return to flower. Lower the palms, reverse table. Lift the hips high. Gaze up to the sky. Lower down. We'll have the option of an inverted L, with or without the block. Bring that right under the sacral spine once again. And raise the legs right over your hips. This is the first relaxation pose. And if you would like to, you can come to plow alternately. To do so, open the palms, keep the face centered, swing, catch the low back, and bring the feet over to a point of comfort. Optional shoulder stand. And slowly, with control, release. Supine butterfly. Optional blocks here, supported. You can have tall or short. Flatten the shoulder blades. Press away at the quad and lengthen. Find bilateral symmetry in the body. Deepen your breath, even and smooth. Releasing breaths. Becoming more and more weightless. Reducing tension in the muscles. And bringing one hand to the belly, the other to the heart. Follow the wave of your breath. Palms up to the eyes. Press the thumb gently at the temple. Release any tension in the face. Soften the eyes and settle the jaw. Smile. And we're going to slide the heels out. Stretch the body, lift the rib cage. Point the toes. If you'd like to, a little fish pose. You can use your elbows to lift to a counter postural back bend. Use the elbows to release also. And we're going to come up to seated. Hold the hamstrings or turn to the side. We'll finish with one of my favorite breathing techniques, just a simple expansive breath. We'll open up to the ceiling. Exhale, bow and contract the abdominals. Inhale, open. Exhale, contract. Last one. Exhale and bring the hands to the heart. And you want to finish with your perfect posture, tall, shoulders back, chin lifted. And the light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste.